Stevie, it seems a no-brainer, doesn't it? Play Pogba further up the pitch and Manchester United are a better team. So why doesn't Mourinho do this all the time?
I have absolutely no idea. You know, we've been talking about this for months, that you have to get this guy further up. Not only that, I think Mourinho has to come up with something. If Lukaku's not the answer, he has to come up with a centre-forward and keep him there. And if it's Rashford, fair enough, but give him a chance. Because if you can get Pogba forward, I think Pogba's at his best when he's linking up with somebody, when he's linking up with a centre-forward. Today, he linked up pretty well with Martial and Lingard. But I think against better sides, he needs a real focal point so he can link with them, and then you'll see the best of them.
I think Mourinho said he thinks something like 3 weeks for Lukaku,
right,
give or take. But maybe it's an opportunity. Well, it is an opportunity for a Martial, for a Rashford. And maybe that movement from Martial, that's clearly different from Lukaku. He's a little quicker. It's not natural for him, but he moves around a little bit more and maybe creates that little bit more space.
You know, I always think one of the problems with Man United is there's no real partnerships around the field, because every single time as a Man United team steps on the field, there's changes. And when you keep changing, you're never going to get partnerships. And I think that's a huge problem, and one of the reasons why they don't perform the way they can.
If I'm a Man United fan, Dan, I don't want to watch a game. And they've had some poor, you know, there was the Southampton game, there was the loss to Bristol City, there was the Leicester game, they were down to 10 men. I don't want to see Paul Pogba, right, 60 yards from goal, trying to spray some worldy pass over the top. He can do it, but it's only going to pay off once in a blue moon, right? If I'm a defender or a midfielder, I'm delighted if he's there. He's like, I can see him, he's in front of me, I can drop off him, we can get a shape. But if he's in that final third, little step overs, little flicks, we saw that ball to Martial with the outside of the right boot, little intricate passes through, or getting in the box off across from the wide position because he's a big, strong boy. Even if he doesn't get on the end of it, if I'm a defender, if I see him coming, I'm kind of drawn towards him a little bit because he's such a threat, and it might allow a bit of room for other people. But I certainly don't think I want to see him 60 yards from my own goal, which is where we're...
So why does he do it?
He just doesn't trust his players. He's always about making sure it's safety first. It's making sure that we don't give anything away. As opposed to, how about, I've got some real good players here, some players who, in the attacking third, can win games. That's not how he thinks. He doesn't think that way. And if he sits down and re-watches this game and sees what Pogba does when he's in the final third, if he doesn't see it, you said earlier, is it a no-brainer? It's an absolute no-brainer.
But Steve, he didn't need today. Surely he didn't need that performance from Pogba today to tell him something that we already know.
Of course he does. He needs to see it with his own eyes. And he needs his staff, by the way. See, this is where you need the right staff around you. You don't need 3 or 4 yes men. Every time you open your mouth, they nod their head and agree. He needs somebody beside him to say, look, we're wasting this. Number one, we're wasting this guy playing him where we're playing him. And number two, we're actually hurting the team not playing him further forward as well. If he doesn't have one of them, then guess what? You're going to see Pogba further back again.
You know, on Saturday, Dan, against Southampton, you could have thrown a blanket over Nemanja Matic and Paul Pogba. Against Southampton at home, they're cannon fodder. They were there for the taking. Let's have a second half of the season, right? 2018's here. United, they're not going to win the title, you know, but they've got some big games to play. They've got Champions League to play. They've got FA Cup to play. Let's see United say, we've got a holding midfielder, one of the best in the league, by the way, that they pinched off Chelsea, Nemanja Matic. Let him do that holding role, and let's see Pogba released, both domestically and in Europe, to go and showcase his talents. That's what I want for 90 million. I don't want him in a halfway line.